The truth she hid. A story about pride, love, and loss. From the outside, Nathaniel looked like a man who had it all. A sharp suit, a sleek car, a house so grand it commanded attention. To his friends and family, he was a self-made success. A man who rose from nothing to everything. A man worth admiring. Or so they believed. But behind every closed door lies a truth. And Nathaniel's truth was nothing like the story everyone wanted to hear. 3 years earlier, Nathaniel wasn't the man everyone knew today. Tired struggling, fighting for a future that always seemed just out of reach. His dreams felt distant, and hope was nothing more than a flicker. Until he met her. Clara. She wasn't flashy. She wasn't loud. She didn't come with the glitz that people often crave. But her warm smile, her gentle eyes, they held a world of quiet strength Nathaniel didn't know he needed. They met by chance at a bookstore. Nathaniel flipping through a finance book he couldn't afford. And Clara, kind as ever, offering to pay for it without asking for anything in return. That moment changed everything. They fell in love, genuinely deeply. Clara never cared about Nathaniel's empty pockets. She cared about his heart, his dreams, his willingness to keep going despite the odds. What Nathaniel didn't know was Clara came from unimaginable wealth. The daughter of a powerful business mogul. A woman who had everything, yet wanted nothing but love and a simple life. She left the riches of her world behind. Not because she had to, but because she chose to. And when they married a year later, Clara gave Nathaniel everything. Her savings, her ideas, her faith in him. It was her hands that built his dreams. Her mind that crafted the business plan that would change their lives. Her money that bought their first home and funded the company that bore Nathaniel's name. Yet through it all, Nathaniel clung to one thing, his pride. When success finally came, Nathaniel let people believe that he had done it alone. His family was proud, speaking of his victories with glowing admiration. His mother praised his strength. His sister bragged about his cars, his house, his empire. But no one ever mentioned Clara. No one knew her truth. Nathaniel never let them. Instead, he allowed an ugly lie to grow. His family didn't like Clara. They never did. To them, she was too quiet, too plain. A woman who brought nothing into their son's perfect world. They whispered behind her back, called her a gold digger, said she was lucky Nathaniel chose her. They laughed at her simple dresses, mocked her humble ways, ridiculed her silence. And Nathaniel? He said nothing. For 3 years, Clara endured it all. The humiliation at family dinners, the cold stares, the biting words. But the worst pain of all was her husband's silence. The man she loved, the man she had built, stood by and let his family tear her apart. Until one night, everything changed. It was Nathaniel's birthday. The house was full of laughter, the scent of Clara's cooking filling every corner. She had prepared everything herself, as she always did. But beneath the warm lights, a storm was brewing. Nathaniel's uncle raised his glass. To Nathaniel, the golden boy, self-made, strong, and successful. And to his wife, well, I guess she got lucky, didn't she? His mother sneered. I always said she used her charm to trap him. Nathaniel deserved better. That was the moment Clara stood up. No trembling hands. No tears. Just calm, quiet strength. I've been quiet for 3 years. Not because I'm weak, but because I loved Nathaniel enough to protect his pride. Uncomfortable silence in the room. Everyone froze. Nathaniel's heart pounded in his chest. He knew what was coming. He feared what was coming. Clara walked to a cabinet, pulled out a brown envelope, and placed it right in front of his mother. Clara's voice shaking slightly. That is the deed to this house. It's in my name. So is Nathaniel's company. The cars, the investments. All of it. I gave everything because I believed in him. I built this life with him while you all mocked me. You called me names. You treated me like an outsider in a home I provided. And Nathaniel, you let them. Nathaniel's throat went dry. The weight of his silence hit him like a hammer. Every moment he let her suffer in silence came crashing back. I protected your image. But tonight, I protect myself. She turned toward the door, her eyes glossy but strong. I'm leaving. The company is mine. The house is mine. From today, you're on your own. Nathaniel scrambled to his feet, desperation clawing at his chest. Nathaniel pleaded, Clara, please, don't do this. I didn't know how to tell them, but she was already walking away. And for the first time, Nathaniel realized he had lost the only person who had ever truly loved him. The front door closed quietly behind her, and with it, closed the life he had built on pride and silence. Days turned into weeks. Lawyers came. The company gone. The house gone. His cars, his wealth. Everything he thought was his. Vanished. His family, once so proud, began to fade away. Without his riches, without his success, without Clara's quiet strength, Nathaniel had nothing. He moved into a small apartment, alone with his regrets, alone with the weight of the truth he had hidden for far too long. Months passed before Nathaniel gathered the strength to write a letter. You were the light I never deserved. I let my pride ruin everything. Not just us, but you. I don't ask you to forgive me, but I want you to know. I remember everything. And I'm sorry. He never received a reply, but he kept the letter on his desk. A reminder of the love he lost, the silence that shattered it all, and the truth. He wished he'd spoken sooner. Sometimes, it's not fate that takes everything from us. It's the pride that keeps our lips sealed, while the people who love us most slowly fade away. Don't let silence destroy what love has built. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more emotional stories like this. Thank you for watching.